Remember, non-elimination format in round 1. We have first place skipping into round 3. Gabriel Medina, former world champ, former event winner, the headliner in this matchup, taking on Stuart Kennedy, injury replacement wild card that became world famous for his performance at Snapper Rocks, making it into the final series, and also Jadson Andre, representing Natal City, goofy footer, trying to climb his way up the rankings after a tough ankle injury that he suffered at Bell's Beach in a heat with Connor Coffin. Now round 1, heat number 3. You already see a few numbers on the board. While we were away, Stu Kennedy got started.
Yeah, we talk about how cloud break a little bit soft this morning. You know, waves not really hollow and barreling, but it definitely lends itself to some radical surfing. And Stu Kennedy off to a flying start. Just beautiful, seamless surfing right there from him. 3 solid turns, and then right behind him,
we've got Stu Kennedy up now, right out front, deep bottom turn. Oh, huge backside snap, but he'll let go. So see Stu off and running with a 5.17. Brazilian goofy foots, Andre, and a former world champion Medina, 1.518 as they get an early start with their combined totals. Gabriel now making a move. Smooth off the bottom. Top turn, finds his way back into the power source. Now stretching this one out down the line. Bottom turns, now pulls in. High line entry. This wave starting to run away through shish kebabs and without the former world champion.
The lower the tide gets, it should start feeling the reef a bit better. Medina wants to get off to a quick start, as he always does. Nice opening maneuver right there, and then just sees that section down the line. These goofy footers will be looking for that tube ride. It's quite technical this morning. Got to pull up nice and tight. You can see him traveling right there. Foam ball just catching him. Let's hope that those waves start opening up as the day goes on. But beautiful drone shot here from Medina. Nice low bottom turn. Nice vertical snap from him. And then spots that barrel section down the line. Good setup work there from Medina. And unfortunately, he didn't come out the end. Had he come out the end, that would have been a good score for Gabriel Medina.
So nice opening start to round 1, heat number 3. Strider Wazalewski in the water saw Medina's effort in the barrel there. How close did he come, Strider, from your angle?
A lot of leftover wind remnant, but as the day goes on, I really think we're going to see it draw out and become one of those beautiful Tavarua cloud break days. A little note on Jadson Andre coming out on the boat with him this morning. He was pumped up, ready to go. He said physically he feels 100%. His ligaments there, he's ready to have it, but mentally he wasn't. And he said he needed a heat wind to get back into that 100% mental rate of just taking out heat. So
get to surf this wave on their forehand and face the wave. Watching Jadson now fighting through to get some confidence in this event. Slams on the brakes. Gets a nice tube ride to start. Couple of messy sections, now stepping on the gas. He'll make it. Andre now driving back into the pocket. Nice jam off the top, and Andre out of there. An exciting wave to watch. Multiple sections to deal with. Now Stu Kennedy on the next one. Vertical hack off a big section. Nice stylish bottom turn. Perfect vertical re-entry. Kennedy searching for a finishing move. Little power backhand jam. Another one through the smaller part of the wave. Runs out of water, and he's out. Now Medina keeps this exchange alive. Setup snap off the top, he pulls in nice and deep, and sections closing down on him, and Medina almost makes an impossible section. He's come close on a couple. Conditions are looking fun, and we're looking for them to get better and better throughout the day. Strider's applauding that last exchange. He's having a blast out there.
Yeah, that he is. I think he's applauding Jadson Andre's barrel, obviously. Being a good footer out here, that's what you're going to be looking for. But I'll tell you what, Stu Kennedy absolutely lit that one up. Let's have a look at Medina's first part of the wave here, stalling, looking for the tube. And he gets that first section. Now he draws off the bottom, almost loses the fins right there. Now he's just playing that patient game, waiting for it to hit that inside section. Beautiful jam in the pocket, and then straight up into the barrel here. And as you said, Joe, almost comes out of an impossible section right there. That was going to be a huge score for Gabriel Medina. Let's have a look at Jadson's wave. Jadson's wave looked clean from the get-go. Nice little cover up to start things off. Now it draws a bit low, almost cops the lip in the head, and now starts to drive through that end section. So nice clean exit. Bit of a messy midsection, but a nice wave nonetheless. It's going to be interesting to see what is going to be scoring out here this morning. Jadson Andre's tube ride compared to Stu Kennedy's backside vertical surfing.
It was just a gorgeous little moment, and it really just sheeted out, dried out on the reef, lip flying over, a big smile on Jaddy's face to the channel. That's good for headspace right there, and he's going to go out and get another one, I'm sure.
We're looking at the replay, Strider. What was the most challenging part of Jadson's wave?
Just battling through that beginning chatter. You saw him kind of having to wipe it off a couple times, you know, a couple of chandeliers in the head, and got the reward on the inside where it just went square. Beautiful little inside bowl for him.
Nonetheless, solid scores dropping in for both Jadson and Stu Kennedy.
Now numbers are in. 6:03 last to Medina, 7:33 Jadson, 7:5 for Stu Kennedy as we take another look.
Yeah, Stu Kennedy's wave, nice solid set wave right here, nice fading turn, and then gets it nice and vertical. This next turn here is where all the points came from. Beautiful snap, and then that free fall drop right back into the power source. Kind of missed that section a little bit. Had he come over and done a little float up and over that and then finished off, that was going to be huge. But nonetheless, one judge went up into the excellent range, Joe. One judge dropped to 6.8, averaged out 7.5. Best wave of the heat so far.
Medina now looking to heat up. He's already got a lot of speed, deep behind the section. He can't pull in just yet. Now packs it nice and deep. It's getting real tight there and clamps on the former world champion. Medina down. He really seemed untouchable. In the conditions we had, it wasn't huge cloud break, and he just took over the whole top 34 as we see a huge fin throw reverse out the back for Medina. Just a little disconnected, and he won't come down that one, Potts. Is it a real easy read for these guys to find the section to go big off the top?
Definitely not. I mean, it's pretty tough at the moment. Look at Medina going for it right there. Just landed the board kind of a little bit weird, and almost on the inside rail right there, and those fins just didn't want to engage, so kind of spun out a little bit. So Medina back to the drawing board, but I think coming off a win too in Rio de Janeiro is going to give him a lot of confidence.
This is Gabriel Medina. Starts with a little layback hack right in the pocket, drifts one off the lip, more momentum down the line. Set up carve in the pocket for something big. It's going to be a layback hack right out front, and another jam off the top. He'll lose it on that final move, but he just gave us a little glimpse of what we remembered from 2014. In freestyle on this wave, showed us a lot of variety. Right now, Potts, he's looking for a 6.65 to take the lead.
Yeah, I think he's done it just on the merit of those couple of turns that he did, and you know that's what Medina's got. I mean, he's so good all the way around, no matter what his game is that he's looking for. Rail game. Look at the bottom turn, top turn combo right there, just showing some variety. I like this turn right here, just putting that back foot down, showing a lot of power, and right there just letting those fins slide a little bit, so showing the judges that variety of repertoire. And that is going to be a great score. Had he finished that, we're talking way up into the excellent range.
Numbers now locking in for Medina, 6.23, also a 6.03. Gabriel still looking for a 6.45 to catch up to Stu Kennedy. Andre needs a 5.35, so a very interesting matchup. Still with 15.5 to go. Creating history with 2 perfect heats, including 2 10s in the final over Julian Wilson. Back to this one, Medina's up. Lay back, right on the open face. Tail blow off the top, showing us variety and control. Another vertical tail slide over a section and bottom turns out of there. His wave before didn't give him the lead, so he wants to show the judges even more. Now Andre, looking for a 5.35, sets up his first move. Comes off the top under the lip. Down carve into the bottom turn to hammer on the closeout section. 3 moves for Andre. Remember, Jadson got barreled before the 7.33. Medina's been stuck in the 6s. Was that the one to finally get a lead change off Stu Kennedy? Let's have a look.
Yeah, well, let's have a look. I mean, the judges really want to see Gabriel Medina light it up, and that's exactly what he did on this wave. Started off with that layback snap and then threw the tail out, got that board all the way back around, up and over the top right there for Medina, and then decides to kick out. So 3 solid turns. I think they want to see more from him. That might not get the score. Jadson Andre, look at the wobble on that wave. This is going to be a tricky wave to ride for Jadson Andre. Did not quite connect on that first turn, and then finished off with a critical snap right at the end, but didn't quite get that board up and over the top. So Gabriel Medina, 5.83 on that last wave, and then Jadson Andre, 5.1. So Jadson back up in a second. maybe it's something crazy, and obviously they know what Gabriel's capable of doing, so keeping the scale down maybe as well.
This is Jadson looking for another chance for the lead. Big rooftop hack, pulls into the next section. Jadson still with some room to move. He'll come out. Andre now full wrap on the inside corner. Blows the tail out, and he's out of there. Talking about looking for some confidence, looking for a hot streak, and he's coming out blazing. Had the 7.33 for the barrel before. With that one, turn to barrel combo. A 5.35 or better gives him the lead.
Well, got to wait and see. I mean, I'm not quite sure what the judges are looking for at the moment. At the moment, it's Stu Kennedy's backhand snaps. Let's have a look. Jadson Andre, sort of more of an inside one down the line there. Critical turn and then straight into the barrel. Up and over the foam ball a couple of times and then comes out. So, a critical technical tube ride right there for Jadson Andre. Throws it away at the end, but is that going to be enough? 5.33. First turn was super critical, Joe. Straight up and then free falls down, and the ability to pull straight up and underneath. It wasn't a big wave, it wasn't one of those big hollow spitting barrels, but very technical, and a 5.35 required from Jadson Andre.
So 9:15 to go. Medina getting the message, or he's not getting the number. Still looking for a 6.45. He's up and out. Now scores drifting in for Andre. Meanwhile, Stu Kennedy's up. Casual snap off the top. Nice easy tempo. Finds a lip line and crushes it. Another big vertical jam, and he'll just pace his way to this inside corner. Hasn't had to push it too hard. Now Kennedy will get the message that he just lost his lead. Andre's last is 7.27. So Stu Kennedy was hoping for a 7.10 on that wave to get back into first.
Oh, it's a great score for Jadson Andre. With two good scores, Joe.
Solid heat for Jadson, but Medina is going to heat up. Going for the full rotation alley-oop on the takeoff and almost pulls it off. Potts, saying maybe you got to go to the air. So Medina's attempting that to try to get a lead change. We always talk about the judging criteria.
At the moment, I think Medina's waves have been just as big as anyone else's. Let's have a look at this air right here. Straight mid-face bottom turn, straight into it. You almost made that. That's the spring in the step that Medina's got right now. Mid-face turn, so he didn't even go all the way to the bottom. Kept that speed from one maneuver. Flies through the air, no hands, perfect rotation. That back foot just came off the board, and I think that was the difference right there. As he disconnected with that back foot there, wasn't able to really stick that. But
you know, if he would have landed a little bit back further onto the face, just with a nice clean wall, he would have rode right out of it. Obviously hunting for a bigger score now. You know, Jaddy coming through on the inside with that mean hack to barrel combo. I mean, that was pretty impressive. That turn was so critical in the bowl, right over the inside reef right here at Shish Kebabs. So the judges really giving him a big score for that wave.
Thanks, Strider. We remember Medina did a full rotation alley-oop the year he won this contest. A little bit further down the line. This time attempting one on the takeoff. Andre takes over this wave with priority. Sets up that fading bottom turn, slams on the brakes, and pulls in once again. Andre making his tubes all morning. Blows the tail out, goes for a nose pick reverse to finish, but he'll let go. That was his signature move when he qualified as a rookie on tour. Kennedy now back to that casual whip off the top. Still looking for a 7.10, and just good for one move and he's out.
Yeah, I mean, there's two scores. He literally ripped those waves apart.
Here comes Stu looking for the number. Big whip off the lip. Straight up vertical again. Now setting up this inside section. Kennedy playing with the rooftop, backhand float. And now a tighter jam to finish, but he'll end up letting go. So fun just watching Stu rhythm on this wave. He's really taking his time, but then when he finds a lip, he's going straight up vertical.
Nice fast snap off the top. Right here, jams it up through the lip, then just waits for it. And again, up through the lip again. So Stu Kennedy kind of missed that section a little bit there, going for the floater maneuver. And then finished off. So Stu Kennedy, nice rhythm on that one. A couple of beautiful turns. I'm not seeing a 7-1 though.
Also Jadson Andre.
Yeah, beautiful carving maneuver. Jadson's looking for the barrel now. I mean, his two scores have been through the tube ride. And goes for that little air reverse there. Now starting to light it up is Jadson Andre. 5.27 for that. So the situation remains the same. Stu Kennedy needing a 7. And Medina up into the 8s. to get the lead back. Or to get the lead, I should say.
Also hasn't made it into the final series in the Fiji in the past, but now he's got something to fight for, losing a major sponsor. Every point counts for Andre in his career. Started off with a 7.33 to give himself a fighting shot, Potts.
Yeah, what a beautiful wave to start off with. I mean, Jadson, Andre, they're finding the gem. It's probably the best wave that's come through in the entire morning, and Jadson Andre manufactures a beautiful tube ride and a couple of turns to finish things off right there. 7.33. Stu Kennedy, this was his 7.5. Good solid wave here from Stu Kennedy. A couple of critical turns. This next turn right here is where all the bucks came from. Bang, and that free fall drop right there. That's kind of the way Kelly approaches these kind of waves, and looking for the tube there. Just nice, easy approach from Stu Kennedy. Looks nice and relaxed. Still looking for a big score though, so he's going to have to crank it up, Joe. Time is ticking away. Medina, well, look at the energy that this guy brings to it. Absolutely firing on all cylinders. Just scores have been eluding him. Variety of repertoire, speed, power and flow. I mean, that turn right there, just jamming the fins into the face. And again, I think throwing the fins out, so showing the judges pretty much everything, but falling off at the end, that could be the difference.
Also, Jadson Andre coming back for more numbers. Big rooftop hacks, packing the barrel to a 7.27 for this wave over the foam ball in such a tight section. Andre's got something to fight for here and showing out in front. Front side wrap, just blowing the tail out on the finish, but into the sevens and the lead. Minute 40 remaining on the clock. Stu Kennedy's the closest. He can get a 7.10 to take the lead. You can see Medina's scoreline on your screen. He's been the most active, catching 11 waves. One of those could make the difference now, but he only has 8 seconds remaining. So chosen by 80% of fantasy surfers, and Medina will have to be forced to surf in round 2. This one coming a little too late, but he goes for the big full rotation. He flies away out the back. The alley-oop has been his air of choice at the Fiji Pro in history, but it's an important win for Jadson Andre. 14.6 total, fighting through the pain in his ankle. A couple of great barrels, and he's off and running straight into round 3.